Hey, Gavox here. If you turned on Madden today, you may have noticed there was a patch. I have the patch notes from GMM this morning, and I want to go through my thoughts on it. It is April, and in April, the new game comes out in 3 months-ish, May, June, July, if we get it similar to last year. They're still providing patches, that continued support, cool, but we still see that EA is fucking things up this long. I just don't understand if they not listening to the community on some of the things that we want. All right, let's go through the patch notes first, and then we'll kind of get into the rest of it. So, franchise general stability fixes, okay, that's fine. Generic, whatever. But we hate when the game crashes, and if you're playing franchise and anywhere. Gameplay. Fixed an issue allowing defenders into the backfield unblocked with defensive formations such as 2-4-5 odd. They also fixed an additional issue, allowing the Nasty Streak superstar ability to be used on players out of position. All right, so those are the two fixes. The Nasty Streak one, fine, right? Ability balance issues are major problems, and more of that needs to happen. Hopefully do a lot of that going into next year. But the first one is really what I want to look at. So this year has been dominated by the run. Stretch, dive. If you don't believe me, just watch the competitive Madden tournaments as the best players in the world went at it, and these people say, just get run D, bro. The best players in the world don't have run D, okay? This was going to be the run D, 2-4-5 odd. There's some other ones that are decent, but that was going to be it, right? That was going to be all right, go ahead and I form. I'm going to run this to shut down your I form. No longer can you do that. So, they've buffed stretch and dive in a year where stretch and dive has proven to be overpowered as fuck. Now, there are ways of limiting it, but when they can fall forward for 3-4 yards a gain, and then all of a sudden your safety decides to run where a running back was 10 yards ago, and then he just breaks it to the house after breaking one tackle naturally with his Eric Dickerson, and you're like, wow, that's kind of annoying. I can't stop it because they continually grind for first downs, and then they'll just bust a long one on you because of how terrible the AI is. So, they decided to get rid of one of the main reasons why we can stop the run. And we were able to stop the run. Now, you'll be like, well, it was a glitch. And true, it was glitched. But it was a glitch we found in order to balance their game for them because they clearly can't do it. So they decided to patch this instead of patching the myriad of other issues in their game. Let me just run through a few that I wrote down off the top of my head, which could have been looked at first before patching the one thing that we had, well, not one of the very few things we had to help slow down the run in the game or stop it. But you could have always flipped it and done that to do the same thing to stop this defense from working, but we won't get into counters since it's dead now. Here are some of the other issues that they could have looked at first, and we'll see where their priorities lie, whether it's making a good balanced game or just making it so you can just run the whole time because that's the easiest thing to do in game. All right, disconnect and leg issues could have been looked at more. Pursuit, with the safeties chasing the wrong player. Then just kind of standing with concrete boots on the ground like the mafia has seen them and thrown them into a lake. And they just let the guys run around them or run the wrong place. Play wreck. Force defenders, where you can run stretch, but a force defender, if he does his job, will hold the edge and not allow them to get outside of them and run, like NFL players do. There's a reason why stretch isn't run every play in the NFL because force defenders are out there making them cut back. Gap integrity could have looked at. D linemen that aren't pushed back every play on the run. I've run committed before, and my D line were pushed by the offensive lineman 3 yards downfield. D lineman that can get pushed is a really good idea, right? I run commit middle, he runs middle, and my D line still loses the line of scrimmage. For some weird reason, D linemen don't push against the run. They only get pushed. Zones running away from wide receivers when the quarterback rolls out would have been a really cool thing to patch. Because you could be like, oh, this was an easy patch. How easy would it have been for zones to stand near a wide receiver standing on the sideline when the quarterback runs out instead of running towards the line of scrimmage like the CBs are wont to do now? It's to make rollout corners just god tier without a million little adjustments. Right? Send double corners, roll out one way or the other away from the user. God tier offense in Madden 20. Blockers missing targets would have been a kind of cool thing for them to look at. Contain blitzes have been issues 3 years running, right? The last 2 years, they did something about it. This year, they just decided not to touch it at all because they're lazy. Quarterback windups against the blitz are way too long, which is really one of the reasons why we have the blitz meta. Play action still sucks. Play action is the best passing, statistically, best passing in the NFL. In Madden, it's just waiting for like a guy to get around his block and sack you before he can fully do anything in the play action. Play action is so bad in Madden. Like, it works. There are some play actions that work, but man, is that rare, right? Generally, you want to cancel your play action because the animation takes so long and the defensive lineman's on you right when you get the ability to pass the ball. Wide receivers with abilities are still not able to catch the ball. They still act like second graders out there, hoping that you can stick the ball between their helmet in order for them to hang on to it like a little giant situation. Screens still suck. Halfbacks get stuck on a lineman in a lot of screens. Wide receivers on screens take about 10,000 yards to get upfield. 10,000 yards. Years to get upfield to shift the momentum. So if you throw a wide receiver screen and the user's in the middle of the field, you'll throw the ball. The user sees that. They can run over to the sideline and tackle your guy by the time he makes the catch and transitions his weight upfield to start running. There you got like a 1 yard gain, maybe, unless you can make the user miss. And then you got other pursuit hitting you anyways. The scramble drill still sucks with wide receivers and DBs. Wide receivers just, go to a point. They haven't fixed that at all. You can look at other minor things, even in like the menus, like the challenge system still has been broke for 10 years. Abilities need to be balanced. We saw a little bit of that with Nasty Streak. Downfield blocking sucks. Guys just kind of jog around and don't do anything. We see that a lot on kickoffs. We see that a lot on kind of like some long runs or interception returns. So like a myriad of other issues, and some of them probably harder to fix than others. But this one, you can't tell me this issue was easier to fix than saying, hey, cornerback, stand back there on a cloud flat by that wide receiver that ran a corner route. How hard would that have been when a quarterback, like I just don't, it just blows my mind why they haven't been able to fix quarterbacks rolling out, sucking down cloud flats. Blows my mind how hard was that. Force defenders doing their job. That shouldn't be that much of a difficult change versus this 2-4-5 odds. So my biggest complaint is the priorities of EA is fucked up. They don't know the meta of their own game. They're like, all right, let's buff the run. Hell yeah, people love the run. Yeah, I don't see anybody complaining about the run. People love the run so much. That's why they're running it in our Madden championships. That's why that's winning everything. Because, just calling stretch and dive, that's the epitome of football, right? None of this grab-ass, dick-tugging bullshit that we got nowadays. People pass for over 5,000 yards. Fucking nerds. Get off the fucking football field. That's not real football. Let's run it back, dude. Take it back. Modern football sucks dick. We want old school smash mouth 1950s wing tee bullshit. God, it is annoying. It is annoying that they do not hear our complaints about the meta and they fix the things that fix the meta. It's just mind-boggling, like a ship. Put it in a bottle because they're clearly not fucking using it in their head. All right? That's my complaint. Sure, it was a glitch, but it fixed the fucking I4 meta. And there was counters to it too, right? So there was counters to this glitch, but you know what? If they patched all these glitches, if they got down on a list and they started knocking them out, then I wouldn't have a problem getting this out of the game, right? With the ability, if the run game was balanced, if they were able to fix pursuit or force defenders too. But they haven't. So it's just annoying to see this and their priorities like this, where they want to buff, stretch, and dive this far into the game and make the game worse. But there you go. Bench Blitz is dead-ish. We'll see. Obviously, I'll have to play the game to really fully flesh it out, see if they actually did the job, because I've seen some patch notes where like, we did this, and then they didn't do anything. But that's it for the video. Really disappointed by the Madden gameplay team once again, but I mean, like, I feel like I've been disappointed a lot by them, right? Should I be excited about what they can do? Because they've clearly proven themselves incompetent over the years. Like, just over and over again, it's just more disappointment. Whereas the Mutt team, they're doing something. They're putting out content still. It's a little slower. I don't know whether it's Corona, but clearly gameplay team can do stuff even with Corona going around, and it's just ain't right, yo. Just ain't right. The priorities are wrong, and I really shouldn't be disappointed by them because they've shown nothing over the years that would give me hope. All right, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.